Moin und willkommen zur Demo von Lord Winklebottom Investigates, einem kleinen Detektivspiel, in dem wir diese formschöne Giraffe hier spielen. Und ich lege einfach mal los.
Oh my god, he's dead! The master's dead!
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter called me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend. And just in time too, as we have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it in the newspaper for safekeeping.
Ihr merkt schon, die beiden Herren reden sehr viel und sehr gerne. Aber das soll uns recht sein. Ich gucke mich hier kurz ein bisschen um.
Ah, do you remember this case?
Hoxton Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art, until you stepped in.
That's right, get this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring.
Klar, die Ziege mit dem Perlenohrring, man kennt sie. Okay, das ist nur eine Lampe.
You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're peckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think.
Der Herr knabbert also den Papierkorb an, wenn er hungrig ist.
I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's a bit on the short side, though.
Okay, hier in der Zeitung sagt er, glaube ich, sind die Fahrkarten.
Ah, the streets of London. Fair to say we've seen this city at its best and its worst over the years, eh, Frumple?
Nanny used to tell me the streets of London were paved with gold. Daft old bird. It's just stone and dirt, same as everywhere else.
Ever the optimist, my friend.
Ich werde mich noch kurz weiter umgucken, bevor ich Karten dann nehme.
A pot of tea. It's still brewing. A jug of milk, delivered fresh this morning, I believe.
Indeed, yes. Miss Daisy brought it over personally.
One of Frumple's many teacups.
Na gut.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What did it say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all. I didn't spend 8 years in medical school just to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now.
Okay, wir haben ein Ticket für eine Bootsüberfahrt, glaube ich. Teekanne, Teetasse. Achso, jetzt können wir nehmen.
Now to pour some out for the good doctor.
Ja. Nimmt der Herr auch Milch dazu? Ja, scheinbar.
I'll take this. Good for the old bones, you know. And in with the tea.
Auch etwas Milch dazu.
I've put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Oh, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Guilfry's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this'll have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Guilfry. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. Tried to go on a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Guilfry's Island.
Okay. Guck mich hier erstmal wieder
A
um.
number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use.
Mhm.
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use.
Ja. Also auch, okay. Zu den Docks gehe ich jetzt mal nicht direkt.
One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.
One of the old English kings lost his head.
Careless, if you ask me.
Okay, das ist das gleiche.
Oi, do you mind? I've got enough problems what we've been locked out of my own pub without having some lanky bleeder like you sticking his nose into my private bedroom.
Entschuldigung, ich bin halt sehr groß.
Oi, keep away from that window. That's in a terrible draught it has.
The door to the pub is locked.
Yes, and the fellow over there seems rather put out by it.
Ja, mit dem spreche ich als
I'm
letztes.
not quite sure what I want this for, but want it I do.
Mit dem Herrn sprechen wir als letztes.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public spirited.
Na klar. So, dann haben wir, glaube ich, hier alles getan. Dann sprechen wir ihn mal an.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry. In a bit of a jam here.
Ja, grüß dich.
A good day to you, sir.
It bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. I shouldn't take it out on you, like. But he's going to drive me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament. So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's. But I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade serving the sailors and dock workers, even if you have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time. I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out of the island.
Ja, doch, ich befürchte, genau das tut er. Er sprach ja gerade von dem Walters und das ist doch der, der uns fahren soll. Der scheint ja hier drin zu sitzen und zu saufen oder so. So, was ist mit der Tür?
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fellow.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside, and my spare keys in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there? Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir, it's a window on the right up there. Not the left one, that leads to the hallway, and we had it sealed up as it lets a proper terrible draft in right through the pub. We'd catch our death if you opened that one.
Dann gucken wir hier oben mal rein. Schöne Perlenkette hier.
Ah, pearls for a swine.
Können wir die mitnehmen?
Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not.
Ach komm, der feine Herr. Na gut, dann nehmen wir die Schlüssel. Ach, erst
These
gucken
must be
wir.
the keys that put-out porcine fellow is after.
Dann nehmen wir.
Oh. Well, I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach.
Dann mach doch einen Schritt weiter hier rüber, du. Ah. So geht's offenbar nicht.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh,
Ja. Ja, weiß ich nicht. Die Tür kann ich so nicht
Can
öffnen.
we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fellow.
he's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. Sounds rather like your...
I do have a certain talent.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir.
Ja, da kommen wir erstmal nicht weiter. Können wir vielleicht einfach auf... Naja, macht uns ja auch nicht größer. Ich gehe einfach mal an den Docks gucken, was es da so gibt. Vielleicht finden wir hier ja was, was uns weiterhilft. Ein großes Boot zum Beispiel.
Ah, perhaps this is the vessel that Mr. Walters will be using to convey us to Giraffe Island.
Dashed well hope not, what with that blasted great hole in the side of it.
Okay, ein Bootshaken.
A boat hook. This should come in handy.
Okay. Netz, nee, Netz scheinbar nicht.
A long piece of rope.
Looks a bit like my second cousin. Odd fellow, always trying to offer people apples for some reason.
Gut, können wir das auch einpacken, ja?
Let's take this with us just in case.
Jetzt zurück zur
A collection of
Straße.
barrels. Seem heavy, so they're all in use.
Kleines
I say,
Boot.
Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in that thing, eh?
Quite so, old man.
Das Meer.
Ah, smell that, my friend.
Ugh, disgusting stuff. Can't abide seawater. Tried to swim in the sea on my holiday to Blackpool and I got a mouthful of the filthy stuff. Disgusting.
Well, you should really keep your head above the water, you know.
Easy for you to say, my head is rather closer to my body than yours. No, I'll stick to good old-fashioned wallowing, thank you very much.
Ein Werkzeugkasten.
You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
Wer hat das denn synchronisiert? Das ist ja großartig.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind... I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter. I'm keeping well away.
Na gut, dann sprechen wir mal mit dem Herrn hier, der macht einen etwas vernünftigeren Eindruck.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time.
Guten Tag.
Greetings, my good man. Good day to you. What can I do for you?
Haben die gleiche Stimme? Oder habe ich mir das eingebildet? Was kannst du uns über Salty Waters sagen?
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman. Oh, that layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him until he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fee, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
Okay, wie können wir denn diese Erlaubnis kriegen?
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock? Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fee, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today, so if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Don't much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hands, don't you know?
Wie können wir helfen?
Well, what can we do to help? I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something. Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you. Also, this barrel of tar here is solidified. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it. Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Okay. Konnte ich nicht vorhin noch was zu der Möwe sagen?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit. I say, old chap, a moment of your time.
Ja, die Möwe.
The fellow over there is proving a bit troublesome. Oh, him, he's harmless really, as long as you don't greatly value your eyeballs.
Delightful.
You'll not be getting anything out of him until he's got his morning drink inside of him, and I'm not talking about coffee if you take me meaning. I see. Well then, thank you for your time.
Wenn er nicht von Kaffee redet, dann vermutlich von einem Schnäpschen, was? Okay, jetzt können wir eins von den Fässern hier nochmal
This
extra
tar is hard as
untersuchen.
rock. We'll need to heat it to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off.
Okay. Das war's hier, glaube ich, erstmal. Aber vielleicht haben wir jetzt ein kleines Werkzeug, um hier oben an den Schlüssel ranzukommen. Ne? Versuch mal so.
Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out of reach leaves.
So, guter Mann.
Right then, this should do the trick.
Thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub. Huh, wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh?
Wenn er jetzt nicht mehr hier steht, um zu schimpfen, kann ich dann vielleicht mal da oben reingucken?
Now, let's see if we can't get this window open. It's no good. Stuck
Ah.
fast.
Give it another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more. Oh dear. Well, that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still, got the job done, what?
Okay, da gucken wir dann vielleicht besser nicht rein. Habe ich irgendwas, um das wieder zuzukleben? Nee.
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, yeah? Keep your snout out of me business. I be leaving on my own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship.
I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here. Oh, for goodness sake, I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
Okay.
I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical.
Gucken wir uns hier mal ein bisschen um.
A painting of a ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Probably for the best. I wouldn't think anything valuable in this place. Not with their clientele.
Danach sprechen wir dann mit dem jungen Mann hier.
A roaring hot fire.
Gives the place a rather cosy feel, eh, what?
Doch ganz nett hier drin.
I presume this is the landlord's wife.
Oh yes, handsome looking sow, isn't she?
Okay. Aber mit dem sprechen wir vielleicht auch später eher.
Oh, what terrible siren song be that. Last orders are upon us already.
Okay.
Ah, 'twas but a false alarm.
Das ist doch sicher noch für irgendwas gut. Können wir den Rumkrug hier mitnehmen? Na, erstmal
A rum
angucken.
jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum.
Okay, können wir den einstecken?
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I'll leave a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
Na gut. Und das Fass?
A barrel made of wooden planks. It's empty.
Das könnte uns weiterhelfen. Können wir das einstecken?
I say, barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway. Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
Okay. Können wir mit dem Herrn
Shifty
hier
looking
sprechen?
sort, if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them that's almost not animal.
Na gut. Und der Herr hier
I
hinten?
say, Winklebottom, that fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh, what?
Yes, very good, Frumple.
Okay. Vielleicht erst mit ihm oder mit dem? Komm, wir sprechen mit ihm hier. Erst gucken wir hier
I
und
don't know
dann...
about you, Frumple, but I'm a touch perturbed about the competence of our sozzled sailor.
Chap must be completely half-cut if he's drunk that lot.
Können wir so ein Glas einstecken?
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
Entschuldigung.
The sailor's glass of beer. One would hope it's his last.
Unwahrscheinlich, wenn ich mir den Herrn so angucke. Können wir ihm ja wahrscheinlich nicht direkt aus der Hand klauen, oder?
That be mine, you great thieving scallywag. Who's off it?
Entschuldigung.
Aye, what is it?
Guten Tag.
Greetings, my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
Ich würde gern mit dir segeln.
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
Then you are to take us to the Isle of Barghest.
No, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today, not for you or anyone else. I say, you rotter. You have tickets, you know. Pay for in advance. Nar.
Was? Na, wir haben die bezahlt. Du trinkst ganz schön viel, mein Freund.
Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets, and you'll jolly well sail us out to that island, dash it all. I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty sea water. Hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
That's inconvenient if you ask me.
So lecker ist Meerwasser ja nun auch nicht, ne? Also ich find's nicht so dramatisch, aber besonders gut schmeckt's hier nicht. Naja. Ja, mehr gibt's erstmal nicht zu sagen scheinbar, dann...
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear, thanks to all that beer.
Okay, und können wir mit dir nochmal reden?
How can I help you, sir?
Kannst du mir was über den Captain sagen?
I wonder what you can tell us about the sailor that's been slumped over that table over there.
The bane of my bleeding existence, that's what he is. He's cleared me out. Can you believe it? Drunk all me bleeding beer he has.
Very bothersome, I'm sure.
Lass ihn das bezahlen und gut ist, oder? Okay, was ist mit dem Rumkrug? Kann ich den vielleicht doch noch haben?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, suppose you did help me get back in me pub. Fine, you can have the bleeding thing. On the ass, like.
Vielen Dank.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
We should take our reward with us.
Okay, dann... Das haben wir alles gesehen. Hier haben wir alles gesehen. War hier noch was? Nein. Glocke, der Besitzer... Oh. Schürhaken.
Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it naturally.
Fella's probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
Aber was soll ich damit? Bisschen im Feuer stochern oder was?
Now to heat up this poker somewhat. Yes, that's done the trick splendidly.
Be careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your breeches.
Oh, und dann können wir mit dem Schürhaken in dem Teer rumstochern vielleicht? Okay, wir gehen mal wieder raus. Und zu den Docks. Hat er nicht vorhin gesagt, der Rumkrug ist leer? Meine Idee wäre jetzt, das der Möwe zu geben, aber hat er nicht gesagt, der Krug ist leer? Nein, jeder Krug mit rum. Naja, gucken wir mal.
Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst?
I say, nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably. Though I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here.
Das stimmt wohl, aber... Naja, scheint ihm ja geschmeckt zu haben. Dann können wir jetzt vielleicht die Säge nehmen.
Now this fellow has calmed down, I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see, doesn't mind a bit.
Okay, und mit der Säge könnten wir das fast zerlegen.
Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. No other doctors around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
So, und damit könnten wir jetzt... Kann ich dir das direkt geben?
Will this do the job? Ah yes, this'll do nicely. I can use this wood for my repairs.
Jetzt braucht er noch Teer. Mal gucken, ob wir da wirklich mit dem Schürhaken rumstochern können.
Right then, Frumple, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious niff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
Ein fieses Geräusch. So, damit kannst du das hier zusammenkleben, richtig?
This is just what I need. I can use this to waterproof the repair. Thank you for that, fellas. Now we can repair this hole in my boat. First class job, even if I do say so myself.
Well, nobody else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
Ja. Er wird wahrscheinlich nicht so erfolgt. Nein, was ist das Wort? Erfreut sein. Aber vielleicht geht er ja trotzdem mit uns. Immerhin sein Job. Und wir haben bezahlt. Wo ist das Ding da?
Oi, what is it?
Hier ist die Erlaubnis.
I say, old boy, we have a permit here. You're free to leave the docks whenever you wish.
Does that long neck of yours make you hard of hearing or something? I already said I'll not be leaving here while I still have me drinks. I say this is just too much. You, sir, are a cad, a bounder, a dash rotter, hang it all.
Steady on there, old boy. Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear, thanks to all that beer.
Ja. Was könnte ich ihm anbieten? Ich meine, ich habe eine Fahrkarte.
Oi, what is it? Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets, and you'll jolly well sail us out to that island, dash it all. I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty sea water. Hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while, now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
Dashed inconvenient if you ask me.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear, thanks to all that beer.
Hasst den Geschmack von Meerwasser. Dann wäre es ja sehr ungünstig, wenn sein Bier ein bisschen salzig wäre. Kann ich vielleicht einfach mit dem leeren Rumkrug hier ein bisschen Wasser schöpfen?
I might be able to get some seawater in this if only I could get low enough.
Bitte, dein Hals ist 3 Meter lang. Bück dich doch einfach. So, vielleicht?
I've tied the rope through the handle of this jug. Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope and yes, we now have a jug filled to the brim of salty seawater.
Sehr schön. Vielleicht können wir den Herrn Salty Dingsbums von einem kleinen Rum überzeugen. Kann ich Ihnen vielleicht ein Getränk spendieren?
No, sorry.
Wie nein? In das Bierglas?
What be ye playing at? Get that away from me beer.
Frightfully sorry, old boy.
Gonna need to distract the old curmudgeon if we're to get near his drink.
Ich meine, ich würde jetzt Rum auch nicht direkt in ein Bier kippen, aber ich weiß ja nicht, was er so trinkt. Aber wir könnten ihn ablenken. Ich verstehe.
Ah, what terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already?
Quickly, while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Blah! Blah, what be this foul flavour? Me last beer is ruined and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
Do I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Shall we meet at the docks then?
Aye, I'll be waiting in me vessel. Make it quick, mind ye.
Schon schwierig, glaube ich, das zu übersehen, wenn jemand direkt vor deiner Nase mit einem riesigen Krug Wasser in dein Bier kippt. Aber gut. War also wohl sehr abgelenkt, der junge Mann.
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits.
Na dann, mal los. Das ist sein Boot. Dieses kleine Kackding. Ich meine, macht Sinn. Also er hätte ja wahrscheinlich nicht für... Wobei er ist Hafenarbeiter. Er hat für jemand anderen das Boot repariert. Schätze ich mal. Er ist nicht der Kapitän von diesem hier. Aber jetzt... Eine Giraffe und ein Nilpferd sollen in diesem kleinen Scheißboot hier das Meer überqueren. Gut.
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in that thing, eh?
Quite so, old man.
Ja, du, steig mal ein jetzt hier. Komm, was sagst du denn?
Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Aye, that it be, and what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor in dock right now, so you don't have a choice. That's not terribly reassuring.
Should we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All my permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Bargest.
Kann ja was werden. In diesem kleinen Boot zusammengequetscht. Ach, das war's. Okay. Hier ist die Demo zu Ende. Ich hoffe, sie hat euch gefallen. Schreibt mal gerne in die Kommentare, wie ihr das Spiel findet. Ob ihr sowas spielen würdet. Ich fand's ganz süß. Ich weiß nicht, ob es mich so richtig überzeugt als Point-and-Click. Ich finde die Idee witzig mit den Tieren. Aber ich glaube... Also ich habe so viele Spiele in meiner Bibliothek und auf meiner Wunschliste. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das hier später weiterspielen werde. Aber die Demo war ganz süß. War ganz lustig. Mal gucken. Ich weiß gar nicht, wann es rauskommt. Also, wer weiß, vielleicht bis dahin. Mal gucken, ob wir diesem Spiel nochmal wieder begegnen werden. Okay, damit habe ich nicht gerechnet. Gut. Dann schaut doch gerne in die anderen Videos nochmal rein. Es gibt noch mehr Demos, die ich hier zeigen werde. Und auf jeden Fall auch noch viele Indie-Spiele. Und ich würde mich freuen, wenn wir uns nochmal wiedersehen. Und bis dahin. Ciao.